Hi guys, in this episode we'll be explaining the split method. We used it in part 3 and many people don't really understand what the split method do. And I'd really encourage you guys to complain, right, when you don't get something right that I explain. Right? Write in the comment section. I really don't understand so and so. And I will make a video to address it and I'll add it to the series as a part. So this is part 5. Part 5 and part 4 were not planned. I made them because one of you complained. Someone who watches this video has my number and he messaged me, oh, there's something I don't understand. I really don't understand what that split method does. Hence this video, right? So now what is a string? In programming, you know something is a string when it is enclosed in quotation marks, and usually if you're using VS Code it colors it red. Now I wrote this here to tell you this is a string. In Python this is a comment, right? And usually it's green. It has the hashtag at the beginning. It just means it's not a code. It will not affect your code, your program. Now this is a variable I created. I call it string1 because I'm going to have a string2. So this is the first string. Now, what's the definition of a string? Is anything in a quotation mark. Anything. It could be numbers, but in this case it is a sentence. And although this sentence has 4 words, it is a string. It is not 4 strings. It is a string because it has just one quotation mark. Now, this is a list of strings. Why? How do we know lists? Lists have this bracket. This bracket that is straight line bracket. It is not a curved bracket. It's a straight bracket. Now, that's how you know a list. But it is a list of strings because as you can see, it has more than one string inside. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. 4 strings, 4 quotation marks in a list. This is the list is the bracket. You understand? That's why I call this a list. I could have called it list of string 1, but let's just leave it as list. It's a list. Now this tells us that it is a list of strings. What the split command does is that it converts this to this. As simple as that. That's what it does. Another example. This is string 2. It is a string of numbers because it has just one quotation mark. Even though there are 5 numbers there, but it is a string of numbers. All right. Now, this is another list. This is a list because there's brackets of strings of numbers. Because this strings plural, no longer singular, it is plural now because you have more than one string, more than one quotation mark. Right? It is very important to know that. So let's try to print string 1 on the command line to see what it will look like. As you can see, it's just a sentence because it is a string. It gives you a sentence. I am a boy. String 1 says I am a boy. Let's now apply the split method to string 1. Let's see what it will give us. You see, it gives us a list of string. Take note, we are not printing list 1. We are printing string 1. This is what we are printing. So string 1 is giving us this after applying the split method. All right. Let's go to string 2. We've come here. We get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a string of numbers. If we apply the split method to it, we get a list of strings. That's it. That's string 2 being printed. right? That's string 2 being printed. So to be sure that that's what we're doing, I'll erase this now. So all we have is string 1 and string 2. We don't have the list, right? If we run it, we still get that. This is string 2 being printed, and it has been separated, right? I hope we understand what's going on here. So this at the bottom is a string, and this is a list of strings. And the split method converts this to this. It is that simple.